Breaking news from college football. Deion Sanders is expected to become the new head coach at Colorado later tonight. CBS Sports' Dennis Dodd confirms reports that Sanders will move on from Jackson State after today's SWAC championship game against Southern, which is ongoing.
I personally don't think him going over there is a bad thing, only because he is a good coach. He's been there for what, 3 years? 3 years already. He's done his due diligence. He got an HBCU on the map. People 12-0. Nobody really hear about that shit, bro. Yeah. Like that's a good thing right there.
Yeah, and just imagine what he did for the HBCUs, Jackson State, and everything like that. Now, I don't think he's ever going to stop promoting and trying to help.
Of course.
People of color and African American and HBCUs. So I think him going to a bigger platform that no one's really talking about is like he's going to a bigger platform, and he might still be able to help HBCUs and people of color and other black coaches who aren't getting opportunities, and he could put them on, bring them in, and then see how good they do, and then hopefully get them a nice job or something like that. But him leaving opens up the door for someone to take his spot. No one's really talking about that either. Like, I understand him leaving. It seems so bad. It seems like, he just took the money and went to this Power 5, Pac-12 school and everything like that. But at the same time, though, it's like, look what he did, look what he's doing, and look, other than just him leaving. Like, instead of looking about all the negative things, like, he came, he took the money and left. Yeah. Think about all the good things that he did. Think about all the good things that he's going to do. So,
I feel like also, I forgot a point that you said, because you was talking for a long time, bro. But I feel like him being at Colorado is good for him to recruit the players who don't really get the opportunity and get looked at like that.
That is something also I was thinking about, was that, like, there's a lot of, like, kids that don't get those D1 opportunities, maybe for whatever reason that is. And, like, he could go give them opportunities, you know what I mean? Instead of them having to go to a smaller school, even though they're really good athletes. He could probably bring them in and put them on the D1 level, because people forget about that, too. It's not just coaches that get discriminated. There's other players that get discriminated, too, for based on whatever reason that is. So I think it's a good thing that, he left and is doing bigger and better things.
He left the program in a good spot.
Better than
and now he's about to make another program better.
Exactly. So he's about to take a 1-11. I think it was 1-11 or 1-12 or whatever
to a winning record.
And
That's not saying
they're going
12-0 or nothing. But
I don't think they're going to go 12-0 in their
record.
first season, but I definitely see them winning more than. I think they're going to win more games than they will lose. So they're going to finish above 500.
So how you feel about him bringing his son? Who else he bring?
I heard that he's bringing his son, of course, Travis Hunter.
Both sons or just the quarterback?
I heard he's bringing 8 to 10 players.
Oh wow!
For sure. I saw a reporter that he's bringing his son. Obviously, his son was at the press conference and everything. He did say that he didn't bring the safety because the safety made him mad, which is his other son. Yeah. But I'm assuming he's going to bring his other son. And then Travis Hunter is most likely to go.
Of course, yeah.
And then, but I think he said overall 8 to 10 players. So I don't actually have no problem with that either. Like, that's what you do. I mean, you saw that with the Oklahoma coach. He left, and his quarterback and a few other players left with him when he went to.
That actually happens a lot.
It does.
Believe it or not, in the NFL, look at all the quarterbacks who came with the new coaches, Commanders. Fucking Taylor Heineke, he was with Carolina with our coach.
Wasn't Joey Sly the kicker?
Joey Sly was the kicker.
He was
over
with
there.
Carolina.
So was Curtis Samuel.
Exactly.
All of them come with. If you know you have a good coach,
a good relationship with that coach, why leave?
Why leave?
And his intentions are good.
Yeah.
All those players know that Deion's going to put them in the right position to succeed. So I don't blame them for leaving. And I have no problem with what he said to the Colorado players that are there now. He said either you could jump on board.
We got to talk about that. Okay. Nah, we got to talk about that. I'm glad you brought it up. Like, and then
I'm coming. See, by now you better feel it. You can feel what I'm saying. You can feel where I'm coming from. And I ain't playing because I got the credentials to back it up. I'm coming. And you're going to hear me. Because it's going to be little solid little footsteps. It's going to be some special. I'm coming. We got a few positions already taken care of because I'm bringing my luggage with me. And it's Louis. I'm coming. It ain't going to be no more of the mess that these wonderful fans, the student body, and some of your parents have put up with for probably 2 decades now. I'm coming. And when I get here.
Okay. So, in my opinion, because it's opinion based, you get my opinion, your opinion. if I was one of the players and I hear that, you're bringing, I'm quarterback. Say I'm quarterback. I'm the first string. I hear you bring your son. I'm automatically, I'm not fucking playing. I'm leaving. Am I a bad teammate because I want to leave because I know, or not know, but I have a feeling that you're going to play your son over me?
Not at all. Because he told you from the jump. He said, this is what I'm doing. So he's not catching you out of, like, by surprise or anything like that.
That's true.
He came in, his first day meeting the players, he came in, told you exactly what he's doing, what his expectation is, who he's bringing, and all that good stuff. So as a quarterback that was there, number one, you should not be mad for him to looking to replace you. Y'all went fucking 1-10.
Yeah.
Come
the
on,
best
now.
players want to play.
So it's like, as a player, you kind of got to look at yourself and be like, damn, man, like, I really need to get my shit together or I'm going to get out. You know, he's going to push me out the door. So I think that's good for the players, too, though. You know, a little competition. It makes you bring out the best of you.
A little competition don't hurt at all.
It doesn't. It really brings out the best of you, makes you work harder. It pushes the other person to work harder. And then you know the best person is going to be on the field. So,
and I feel like I can't verbatim what he said in the little meeting with him, but I know he said something about, like next meeting, there's no hats, no phone, leave your phone. Yeah. I like that.
Ain't gonna be no hats, no meetings. Ain't gonna be no hoodies on and no meetings. Ain't gonna be no phones. I wish you would bring a phone in my meeting. It ain't gonna be no earrings in the meeting. Everybody's gonna look like everybody. I'm coming. It's gonna be a different place, a different feel, a different attitude, a different energy, a different work ethic, a different want, a different hunger.
He realized showing him like, ain't no bullshitting. Y'all niggas is trash. Not like that though. Yeah. But I'm trying to make y'all better.
I think he's coming in he's setting them up so they could be disciplined to a whole different level that they've probably never been disciplined.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like the expectation of everyone's gonna look the same, no earrings, everybody's gonna be wearing the same probably workout stuff, uniform, all that good stuff.
They did say no
looking
earrings.
Clean and everything like that, no phones, no hats, all that good stuff. Yeah. It's just, I think that's just a way to practice discipline. So of course, if you're disciplined off the field, you're gonna be disciplined on the field kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I like that too, you know what I mean?
I definitely agree with the move. Yeah. I agree with how he handled the situation. I know a lot of people try to make it seem like he's a coon. I don't know if I can say that, but I'm gonna say it. I don't think he's anything like that. I feel like if he went to Jackson State for one season and they did terrible, or they did terrible, or terrible, or even did look great like how they did 12-0, and then he left after one season, then I'd be like, okay, maybe he just chasing, but not even that's a reach, bro. Maybe just chasing.
How can you even accuse him of chasing money? Like he hasn't been successful throughout his entire life.
Yeah.
This man was a two-sport professional athlete. He
good.
Played all those years in the NFL. He's a Hall of Famer. He was an analyst. He was a head coach. He was a high school coach. He's a head coach in college. And I heard he even donated a lot of his salary that Jackson State gave him to put back into the school to make the school better and all that. But I think we got to focus on all the good things and where he left Jackson State. Jackson State is a whole different university than it was before he got there. I mean, he had them on College Game Day. He had their games on ESPN. He got them all those jerseys. He had the stadiums packed, which brought in all that money and everything like that.
All broadcasts and different, like Undisputed and all them, they're all talking about it. Every weekend they're talking about them.
All the big analysts and TV sports shows are talking about them. Fox, ESPN, College Game Day, all that good stuff. So, man, honestly, congrats to Deion. Congrats to Jackson State and all the success they had, all the success they're going to have. Yeah. I think a lot of people think that Jackson State is going to drop off. I don't think that's true. I think he left them. I think he's going to put another coach there that's going to have similar success as he did.
The only thing, though, is he's taking all the good players with him. How do you think that's going to be? That's a little controversial right there.
The thing is, like, I think we get it mixed up as if like he's holding a gun to these kids' heads. Like, yeah, you gotta come. You gotta come. like, oh yeah, you gotta come with me. You gotta come. Like, it's an option. You know, a lot of those kids. You know what I mean? Without him saying anything, those kids could have left. Yeah. If he left or not. Yeah. You know what I mean? That's what the transfer portal is.
But he gave them the option. You know they're gonna say yeah. Especially his son. Especially the.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If my dad was in that position, I would want to play for my dad and play with my brother too. So. I mean, I'm not mad at his sons or anything like that. But the thing is, like, he gave the players options, and the thing is, if Deion had stayed at Jackson State, those kids still had the same opportunity to hop in the portal and leave and go to a bigger, better school or anything like that. So I don't see any issues with him bringing those players. I don't see nothing wrong with the players going with him. So
it is good for those players that he's bringing, though, because let's be honest, you don't get a lot of NFL looks if you're in the HBCU. So them going to Colorado alone, playing how they are, even better against a better competition.
Well, I think that's what he did. He put a lot of those players on. Yeah. So I mean, they do have a better chance.
Which is why I'm not mad at it.
Even if they would have stayed at Jackson State, I think they would have had a good chance of getting NFL looks better than they would have done in the past before Deion went to the HBCU as a head coach. So I think either way, those kids were going to be in a good spot if they would have stayed at Jackson State and continued playing, or even went to Colorado with Deion and all of them. I think those kids were going to be in a good spot. So yeah. But again, man, congrats to Deion, man. I wish him nothing but the best. I'm acting like I know him.
Honestly, shout out Deion. We support you. We back you up. It's a smart move. It's a smart play. You're doing what you need to do. At the end
of the day, man, that's another African-American man doing something great, which is rare, especially in the collegiate level, even in the professional level. So, hey, man.
And let's not make it just about race, though, because if it was a white... I lied. Okay, yeah, it's a black quarterback.
I mean, you gotta think like a lot of coaches, African American coaches, don't get these opportunities.
Yeah.
No matter if it was Deion Sanders or it could have been someone else.
Mike Thomas.
So honestly, Mike Thomas has been in the league for years.
Yeah, but he don't get the recognition.
He doesn't get the recognition as like a Bill Belichick and all those successful coaches. Pete Carroll.
You know he's up there.
Yeah. I don't think he's ever had a losing season, right? I think last year might have been his first year, or maybe this year.
Yeah.
But again, man, congrats to Deion. Congrats to Jackson State for all the success that they have, all the success that they're going to have. And, tune in next time.